How could 10 fighter jets fall from the sky in a single day without even realizing the danger lurking around them? This is not merely a matter of speculation, because the answer has just been revealed in an official Russian military publication. What makes it even more intriguing is that the feat was reportedly accomplished by a single air defense system that has been in service for more than a decade. The news first emerged from Voyennaya Mysl, the official journal of the Russian Ministry of Defense, in an article co-authored by Major General Alexander Romanenkov, chief of the Russian Air Force's Air Defense Missile Forces. It was stated that during the 2023 conflict, the S-400 Triumph surface-to-air missile system successfully shot down 10 Ukrainian MiG-29 fighter jets within the span of a single day. Romanenkov described the achievement as phenomenal, a term rarely used in military circles unless the results are considered truly extraordinary. The claims did not stop there. Russian state media also reported that, over the course of a single week, the same tactics were credited with bringing down a total of 24 enemy aircraft. These figures naturally raise an important question. What exactly makes this system so effective, and how could advanced fighter jets like the MiG-29 become such vulnerable targets? Let's dive into the details one by one. The key to the success of this operation was not the sophistication of the missile itself, but the clever deployment strategy. Instead of waiting for targets to enter its engagement zone, the S-400 long-range surface-to-air missile launchers were positioned at carefully selected ambush points, far ahead of the locations the enemy would normally expect. By utilizing over-the-horizon capabilities, the system could lock onto targets even before enemy aircraft became directly visible to operators. In practice, this meant that as soon as a fighter jet took off from its airbase, the system was already capable of tracking and engaging it within minutes, long before the pilot realized the aircraft had entered a threat envelope. This approach fundamentally changes the dynamics of aerial warfare. Under normal circumstances, pilots have time to maneuver once they receive a radar warning, indicating they have been detected. However, with this type of ambush tactic, the window for reaction is almost non-existent. The attack comes not from the expected direction, but from concealed positions strategically chosen in advance, waiting for the precise moment when the target is at its most vulnerable, shortly after takeoff. Interestingly, Russian military analysts themselves acknowledge that such tactics have likely been studied in depth by opposing forces. Once a method proves successful on the battlefield, adversaries typically analyze its patterns and look for ways to counter it in future engagements. As a result, repeating such a dramatic success will not be easy, since the element of surprise, the decisive factor behind the initial operation, has now been significantly diminished. The S-400 Triumph, designated SA-21 Growler by NATO, has been in operational service since 2007, making it one of Russia's long-standing air defense systems. Over the years, it has remained relevant through continuous updates to its operational doctrine and deployment tactics. The S-400 was designed not only to counter conventional combat aircraft, but also to engage far more challenging threats, including stealth aircraft, even in battlefields saturated with intense electronic warfare. In modern military operations, the ability to function effectively under heavy electronic interference is one of the most critical measures of an air defense system's effectiveness. As adversaries often attempt to disable radar and communication networks before launching airstrikes, the fact that this system, despite being more than a decade old, continues to achieve notable results in real combat once again highlights how an established weapons platform can remain highly effective when combined with sound operational tactics. While the S-400 protects airspace at long range, Another system is responsible for defending closer areas against a completely different type of threat: long-range attack drones. According to the same article in Voyenia Missile, the Pantsir surface-to-air missile and anti-aircraft gun system reportedly succeeded in destroying a large number of Ukrainian attack drones using a similar approach, operating from strategically positioned ambush sites along the drone's flight paths toward targets deep inside Russian territory. In the article titled "Characteristics of the Maneuvering of Anti-Aircraft Missile Forces Under Military Conflict Conditions," taking into account the experience of the special military operation, the authors state that battlefield experience has convincingly demonstrated the effectiveness of the Pantsir system in intercepting and destroying these drones before they could reach their intended targets. The Pantsir is far from an ordinary air defense system. It was developed by the A.G. Shapunov Instrument Design Bureau, part of Russia's high-precision systems defense industry group. Unlike the S-400, which is designed for long-range air defense, the Pantsir is specifically built for short-range protection. It is used to defend both civilian and military facilities, while also serving as an additional protective layer for long-range air defense systems, such as the S-400. Together, these two systems create a layered defense network. Long-range threats are engaged first, while shorter-range threats, such as drones, can still be intercepted before they reach strategic targets. Looking at the bigger picture, the story of 10 fighter jets reportedly being shot down in a single day is more than just a striking statistic. Behind it lies a combination of continuously upgraded legacy technology, clever deployment tactics, and complementary short-range support systems working together. However, as Russian military analysts themselves acknowledge, tactical advantages of this kind have a limited lifespan. Once these operational patterns become known, the opposing side will inevitably seek ways to adapt and close the same vulnerabilities to prevent similar outcomes in the future. So that's all for today's episode, and thanks for watching.